Hello, welcome. Oh, that's the eyes. Welcome to Tom MacDonald Reaction Week. Yes, it's happening. Last week, I was trying to do this, but then life happened. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do first before you get to the fun stuff. But here we are today. Let's watch the intro and get started. Let's go. Okay, as I journey on the Tom MacDonald rabbit hole and keep going down this rabbit hole, I gotta let you know I reacted to a song before this one. Today we're listening to Exposure. I did react to American Dreams, but unfortunately, I had some audio issues. And I may put it up and try to fix the audio if I can, but I don't want to go back and do that again because it would be fake, me pretending to react, right? So that one may have to be an L that I take. In the meantime, all right, before we get started, I'm thinking switching up the format a little bit. Usually I ask people to subscribe at the end, like the video at the end, but when I look at my analytics, I notice the people don't watch the entire video most of the time. So if you haven't already, now I'm going to tell you, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click the like, leave a comment. At the end of the video, I will be adding my own music at the end of this video, so stick around to the end if you want to hear some of that. And if you don't, well, no harm done. Let's get started. Tom MacDonald, Exposure. Me and my whiskey are ready. Let's go. Ooh.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet, endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics.
Ooh. Okay, I already like this song. Already like this song. I like the beat. I like his simple flow. I like the subject matter. And I like the fact that he's speaking about a subject that I relate to very, very closely, being an avid hip-hop listener, being a mature hip-hop head, right? Young people may not be so privy to this information. But I, being an older head, I know all this shit. But he has a way of putting words to some of the thoughts I had that maybe I'm not so eloquent to present to the world in such a enticing manner. Oh, I'm a wordsmith today. All right, let's keep going. This is amazing.
Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet, endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. They make you stupid with Xanax, they make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours?
Okay, so when hip-hop was in its infancy, obviously, like if you go way, way, way back, it wasn't so political. But of course, you had Sugar Hill Gang, don't put me because I'm close to the edge, right? So it's always had some social commentary. But then eventually it got to groups like Public Enemy, and it was Fight the Power, right? So it was all about standing up to the system of oppression or whatever. But then it turned into like gangster rap was the focus. And rappers became essentially drug dealers, which isn't a good thing. But now it's become that rappers are junkies. They're the drug users. So I'm not telling you it's good to be a drug dealer. No, don't get my words twisted. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is using drugs is guaranteed death. Selling drugs, you'll probably end up in prison. But you could stop selling drugs and you're done, right? But if you use drugs, you potentially die, right? Both ways. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is that it's evolved in the wrong direction. Usually things evolve in the other direction where you become more and more conscious, it's become more and more stupid. And he's just pointing out how they're selling these messages to young people. All right, let's keep going.
Youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours, to turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system? Cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house.
I love this song. I say similar things in my own music, but not so straightforward because I don't know, I don't tend to like put all my thoughts together. Like I always say about Tom, he has a way of cramping all this information into like a verse. Like we're just a minute in, and the amount of points he's touched on regarding this particular subject is incredible. So yeah, he hasn't said a lie yet. The point of emasculating men, the point of selling these negative stereotypes and images to young people, convincing them that this is cool, this is the way, this is what you should aim to be. I love it. I love, and I think that's commendable for someone, especially this is one of his earlier songs, right? This is what, but this is maybe not so early. But anyways, 4 years ago. This dropped 4 years ago. He's so prolific in the amount of work he makes that 4 years is like 20 years for other artists. All right, let's keep going.
They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories.
Yeah. I can imagine how much hate this man got. And especially, nobody likes being criticized. And nobody likes the truth these days. But leave it to him to present the truth to people who don't want to hear it. And he's like, yeah, that's it. Death threats are like, whatever. They're just ghost stories. Spooky stuff that never happens. So send me all the death threats you want. I'll keep doing this. Respect.
Threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. Welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution of losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming, and I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized.
Isn't that interesting? Because long time ago, I was signed to a label, and I was working on an album, and let's just say the album was done essentially, and then things went belly up for the most part with my relationship with the label. But during that process, when people saw potential in what I was doing, I had a lot of friends. Like, I wouldn't be able to go to a club without an entourage of 10 people. And I thought those people were my friends. I was young. I was naive. I was like, yeah, this is my crew, ride or die. And then shit went belly up, and literally overnight, no bullshit, I was alone. Obviously, I had my brother, of course. But then it was at that point where I learned a very tough lesson in life, and I became independent from that point onwards, where I recorded my own stuff, I was mixing my own stuff, I was shooting my own videos and doing everything on my own. And then eventually I met other like-minded people and we combined our efforts, but all of us were capable of being independent. And that's how the recipe, my other group, was formed. Anyway, I just related to everything this man said. So when he had all those people riding with him and then his song blew up and they're like, we don't want to touch this guy because he's controversy. I don't want to be near him. I might get affected. So I know what he's talking about.
People who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you.
Yeah. People made a giant deal out of that gorilla who got shot, right? But then zero concern about their fellow human. So, hypocrites much? I don't know. Maybe.
Cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never ask for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not.
I like that. My motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I get driven.
The ashes I've risen, my motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
That was fire. No chorus, no hook, no nothing, no breaks, no fancy intricate patterns and flows that, like, I like that shit, but it's not always necessary. This is probably, I have to say, this is one of my favorites so far. I put it up there. It's pretty close to Dear Rappers. Yeah, for me. I have to go back, listen to Dear Rappers, and listen to this back to back and see which one I like more, but it's up there. I don't know about you guys, but this was one of his best joints, in my opinion, because it's subject matter that I feel it's, at least musically, is so important to me. So it resonates a lot. The beat was excellent, simple, nothing heavy, a nice loop, almost hypnotizing. His flow, nice, simple, straightforward. But what he said and the way he put it together, mwah, I loved it. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad I did this one. We're starting on a good note. I'm gonna jump right to another reaction. As soon as I finish filming this, I'm not gonna edit it. I'm gonna shoot another reaction, so I'll be wearing exactly this outfit. And yeah, okay. What's next? I can tell you what's next on the list, and then you can know what's coming up the next day. Politically Incorrect is next. Is that a good one? I don't know. Let's find out. In the meantime, right after this video, when I'm done blabbering on, I will throw on the last freestyle video I posted, which almost nobody's looked at or checked out. So if you have a moment, check it out. It's coming up next. Thank you for watching. In the meantime, watch some other reaction videos. Check out my freestyle at the end of this one. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace, love, take care of yourselves. Yeah. This is take 6,821.5, and you're tuning in to Cash Money with some boom bap shit. Cheers, by the way. Let's go.
The only person that ever beat me was me, bitch. Here's a middle finger, so you ain't gotta read lips. It ain't gotta make sense. The universe is equipped to understand the Cash Money. Just don't take shit. But of course, I'ma take yours, even take your horse for some intercourse. You're in for a bumpy ride. You're going off course. If you cross the balls, it's a guaranteed loss. Like having balls in divorce court. Jesus, I believe it's egregious to give Cash Money a goddamn reason. Imagine it's just a freebie, and he's leaving all these rappers bleeding like they forgot the guns during hunting season. Meow. That's a cat sound I threw in just to throw you off. Expect the unexpected, sorta like a sudden loss. You're my son, I'm down with the dark side of the force. Leave them open like shirts when the fucking button's lost. God damn it, I'm on a roll like raw salmon. I cause damage, give me that boom bap. I toe tag it, it's all bragging until we step on the stage with no gadgets like dag nabbit. I can cut it if it's just rapping, decked out in black apparel. Haters taking aim, Italian like Mario. Only white the I stay dodging barrels. Even as a reptilian, I'll never get rattled. You think I'm from the Hickster way, I never fell off the saddle. Every bar's the equivalent of a quarterback tackle. I draw the first prize in every fucking raffle. If not, I got a surprise for y'all up in the satchel. I got them stretched a handshake while they're puffing tobacco. Shut up, go a pair. Shut up, say a prayer. Even God won't have a say when I spit and make it clear. Only a chosen few can step in this ring. You beat it, me's impossible like teaching a deaf kid to sing. Ask your bitch, she love the fact that I come and go. Drop shit, it gets hot. Seasonal sorta like the common cold. Aiming at you, doesn't tight. That flow is comical. Split, leave it schizo. Moonlight, the domino effect. Take out crews like submarine missiles or torpedoes. I'm lethal like bubbles in your needles. Your chick is different after gobbling my chorizo. And that was just off rhymes and a couple of mojitos. But fuck that, when I'm on stage, that's true euphoria. Tearing shit down before Connor was notorious. Still come through, bang, bang, shoot up the audience. Do it for the children, sorta like the Mandalorian. Just an old man hopping out the Laureates. Murdering kings, leave a trail of unemployed historians. Ha! That's kinda smart, I can see you feel the sodium. Can't help it, I'm victorious. Dust off the podium, bitch.
Well, goddamn, I think that might be the one. I probably gotta change some things though, but you're still gonna see this take. Oh, cheers to all my friends everywhere in the world. Make sure you tell your homies to come follow Cash Money. This is some more dope shit. New album dropping soon. Don't forget it. Let's go.